Y'all know what it is. It's the Find the Boxer game. Purchase a box for a chance at winning $500. One of 54 boxes has a missing boxer inside. Purchase your box or boxes by Cash Apping $, usual 50/50. Include your box number, name, and email address. Your box number will be confirmed and sent directly to your email. Each box is $20, with a 1 in 54 chance of winning. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
Y'all know what it is. It's the usual suspect 650-50 draw. Buy your tickets now for your chance at winning half the pot. Cash App, $, usual 50/50. Tickets are on sale for $10 for one, $20 for 3 tickets, and $50 for 10 tickets. Put your desired amount, name or alias, as well as your email address, and your tickets will be set. We announce the winning ticket numbers every other Friday on Supreme Beats Boxing Talk Bullshitting on the Beltway, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
Flex, the live is 1 in the 6. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga, woof. I'm a 88 pack nigga, woof. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood, trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed this morning. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Smash my like button. Share the video. Share the video. We are our own algorithm. If you leave it up to Google, if you leave it up to YouTube, they ain't gonna do anything. Case in point, my brother Trill Will was having an issue this morning. Yep, I know about it. But I tell y'all, documentation beats conversation. 2025 is gonna be special. It already is special. I ain't gonna go on no rant this morning, but you know, this is why I say, when people tell me, hey man, we ain't get your notifications. Yeah, you know I come on every morning at 9:30 unless otherwise specified. Of course. You already know what time it is. That's when we say share the video, that arrow right there by the thumbs up, press it, click post. Let them know Drew's outside. When we put up videos and things of that nature, this is why we say share it. We're going to take that away from them. You know what I mean? Hold on, get a text. Nada 86, fresh out the box in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He says salute Drew and salute to the mighty LDBC, man. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. Thank you. G. McCall, Derek J, Mark Hairston, Rick Blackwell, Mac of the South, Tony C, Vince, what's going on? Aaron Willis, Dill Spoolie, AJ Moore, Condo, my brother, salute. Sam Mack, Jeff Spark, always supporting, salute. Star City J, Andrew Gray, Delano, LDBC or nothing, Daniel Mitchell in the building. Ratchet 691, Philip D, Stephen X, Son of Tank, Supreme Beast, Boxing Talk, my brother Cadillac Red in the building. Salute. HMC, Mo G, Windsor. Oh, yeah, Kondo. I know. I see it. Eric O, Coach Hudson, salute. Dal Anderson. What else? What's going on? Oh, shit jumped me. Should have jumped on me. Tay, good morning. Oh, my God, it jumped on me crazy. Eric Jordan, salute. Brother Reef, DOG, salute. Let's get to this, man. I got to get out of here on time today. It's leg day. So you're putting in this work. Unforgiven. All right, this is the remix. I'm never going to forget, and I'm not going to let the industry forget what they did to our American champion. Almighty Law, salute. We had an American champion, right? We had an American champion with a brilliant backstory, right? We had an Olympian, right? This was the American dream. Everything was perfect, and perfect wasn't good enough. The media did its job in cutting him down, and the business of boxing did its job attempting not only to destroy him, but to actually take his life. And it was people on our soil that did this to him. And they allowed the criminals from across the ponds, and I stress the word criminals, to do this to him. And when they did that, the American public did nothing to support the American champion. Now, I said American champion, right? I said that, right? Now, strange. Why didn't America support the American champion with such a brilliant backstory? Why? See, it ain't gonna take long, right? Now we can get into the black thing. You see how fast that happened? Darius, what up? You see how fast that happened? Oh, Drew, you're always talking race. Well, prove to me it's not race. Now watch this, y'all. Prove to me it's not race. You got to prove to me. I don't know the D watch. There's a D watcher in here right now. I think it was Alejandro Jimenez's sister brother that was in my chat just now that I blocked. Alejandro, her man ass. Right? Right? Jarrell Freeman, Black Martial Arts Society, salute. Tell me it's not because he was black. Go ahead. Because the American public is the most impressionable and most confused group of boxing fans that don't deserve anything. And they proved it. They don't deserve. American boxing fans don't deserve anything. Clarence McLean, Bronx on deck, salute. And I'm going to be very honest with you. I wished Dana White on you guys. I really did. And you got it. I'm going to clap it up. Thank you. You think I care if Dana White comes in here and does to boxing what he does in UFC? I don't care. You remember I did a live and I said boxing needs to burn? American boxing in particular? Do you think I care if Dana White comes through and does this? Because y'all don't care. Y'all didn't care what they did to Deontay. Why should I care what he does? I don't care. Thank you. Burn. I don't care. Because you didn't care. We told you about Tyson Fury. We told you about Daniel Kennedy. They legitimately tried to kill Deontay in the ring. Legit tried to kill this man. Legit. His only crime, giving Tyson Fury a goddamn opportunity. That was your American champion. This is what you did? Oh, all he has is a right hand. Wait, let me dial it back. 8 years prior to Deontay Wilder rising to prominence, there was a fighter named Floyd Mayweather Jr. And I swear to God, for the decade and some change that he was making waves, y'all didn't like boxing and y'all called him a runner. That's what y'all did to him. And I was on here defending that. I'm like, wait a minute. The name of the game is not power. The name of the game is not a slugfest. The name of the game is boxing, the sweet science. Hit and not get hit. Floyd Mayweather did that to perfection, and y'all look for reasons to cut him down. And when you couldn't cut him down in the ring, y'all resorted to talking about his trials and tribulations outside the goddamn ring. So we on here on YouTube. This is before live streams. I've been around a long time. This was before live streams. This is when you had to go to YouTube and make a comment and then refresh the page to see if someone responded to you. You'd be having a debate with somebody for months. That's how far back I go with this crap. Y'all ain't like Floyd. And I said, wait a minute, you talking about boxing and what's going on? Oh, well, he's boring. Well, hit him. Do something. Shane Mosley rolled the dice. You almost got your wish. But Floyd showed y'all that he got dog in him. Floyd got dog. Shane Mosley was a knockout artist. When he had you hurt, 8 times out of 10, he get you out of there. Floyd showed dog in that fight. And a lot of y'all didn't know he had that. And I said after this fight, now y'all got to worry if Manny does get him in trouble and Manny doesn't get him out of there, Manny's going to have a problem. And it took us 5 years to get that goddamn fight. And y'all blamed him for that. And that was nonsense. Getting in debates with Cat, it got so bad with Floyd, they started talking about people in the 80s who would never fight. Yo, man, Drew, he would never fight Marvin Hagler. And I just stare at them. Really? He would never fight him. He would never fight Marvin Hagler. And I'd let that go for like about 20 minutes. I'm like, okay, really? You're right. He would never fight Marvin Hagler. Yeah, you know, because he duck him. No, because Floyd Mayweather's a career welterweight and Marvin Hagler was a career middleweight, you idiot!
Whoa!
How many times do I tell y'all, people have to qualify to talk boxing with me? You have to qualify. Most of these people who get on here and try to engage, they don't know what they're talking about. They are fans of fighters, not supporters of the sport. That's why I don't bother, with others. You come in here swinging on the vine with your big lips out, with hair on your shins, talk about, ooh, ooh, ooh. I root for this guy because he's from my block. Ooh, ooh, he's from my city. Ooh, ooh. We bang the same chick. Ooh, ooh. Man, get out of here, man. We've seen this before. It's been done. Because the reasons why they told you, and I'm talking about the media, they told you not to like Floyd in the ring. Let me be clear. The reason why they told you not to like Floyd Mayweather Jr. in the ring is the same reason they tried to praise Vasily Lomachenko. Ooh, ooh, ooh. The speed, the angles. I've never seen anything like this since Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Leonard. Bob Arum told you that. As if we didn't see Pernell Whitaker. We saw that. What are you talking about? Gary Russell was active right there. And some say he got robbed in that fight. And it was a close fight. Never ran it back. And you knuckle draggers, let them do this to you. We have something we had something when Deontay Wilder was kicking ass and taking names. We had something special. His story, the reasoning behind it. The man never even wanted to be a boxer. He did it for his handicapped daughter. Everything was there for him. And y'all let the media do this. All of a sudden, y'all love boxers. I said, man, Floyd just retired. He just hung it up. Y'all hated boxers. This guy is just tall. He's underweight. There's not an opponent he faced that he outweighed. And for some reason, he's knocking him senseless. And now all of a sudden, y'all want to talk about boxing skill and footwork and skinny legs. This was an attack. This was drugs in your neighborhood type of information they were arming you with to cut this brother down. And y'all participated. Y'all literally sold crack in your neighborhood when you talk bad about this brother. That's what you did. And it's unforgiving. I will never let you niggas forget this. Ever. Because the truth is, y'all don't deserve them. That's the truth. And you stupid ass knuckle draggers, you do this shit all the time. When you see a Mexican fighter, you always talk about heart and honor and Azteca. When you think of an American fighter, they let you believe since Floyd Mayweather that we're runners. We're not slick anymore. Slick boxing skill is now become running. But when you talk about Vasily Lomachenko, who fights with some soul, who am I talking about when I say he fights with soul? Black people. You don't see many white Europeans fighting like that. I've seen two. Dmitry Pirog and Vasily Lomachenko. And what do we say? He fights with soul. He's invited to the cookout. Oh, I'm missing mad cash apps, man. Salute to Paul Carrick and that cash app yesterday. I appreciate you, big dog. Salute to you. Oh my God, I gotta get better. I'm sorry. I'm calling all these niggas out. Eric Jordan, that cash app. He says Deontay Wilder has the power of the ninja sword. Heavyweight.
Give power to my nigga sword!
May as well. Running for you 2 times. He said Miguel Horse got knocked out by
Give power to my nigga sword!
Goddamn, I'm so sick of
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
You Negroes fell for it, man. You always do this. You always do this. You niggas always do. Shout out to Muhammad Ali, the GOAT.
All my troubles come more nigga. Yeah, it makes me mad. Why you niggas are so against somebody for you?
How much longer do you think your mouth
Makes me so mad. Long enough to beat your ass if you fuck up. That's right. You might not get out of the stadium tonight. You gotta be cool because you been watched.
I think you don't know, now you know.
Ain't nobody tried to cancel him. Ain't nobody tried to cancel him. Every time I turn around, it's Bill. Even you niggas. Bill did this, Bill did that. Not one fucking video or attempted cancellation of John Fury. Didn't he headbutt a kid from Alexander Usyk's team and made his head bleed? John Fury is the biggest father nigga in boxing. It ain't Angel Garcia. It's not Henry. They canceled Angel Garcia. You remember that? They told him, bro, you can't talk no more. You letting the N-bomb fly. They're not even doing that no more. Look at Teofimo running around. You know what they do? They do just enough to see how much we're going to take. We just canceled Angel Garcia. And I'm going to be honest with you. You know Danny Garcia's dad? Angel, that's his name? Right? I'm going to be honest with you. You ready for this? He wasn't being racist. He's just a street dude from Philly. I didn't get involved in that. I said, okay, okay, it's offensive. All right, cancel him, okay. I didn't fight it either. I said, okay, I get it. You notice they're not even doing that with Teofimo Sr.? Teofimo Lopez, they're not even calling for it now. You see that? They throw little jabs. Now they punched us in our big lips. And now they're saying, okay, in another 5 years, we're not going to let that go. Teofimo Lopez running around with bananas. Ryan Garcia having a meltdown, and they're justifying it. Tyson Fury singing the Biggie lyric. And all of y'all like, let it go, let it go, let it go. Ain't that serious? Let it go, let it go, let it go. They tried to kill Deontay Wilder in the ring. A public lynching. Oh, it's that right hand, though. He got his right hand. Here's that jab. You don't know how to box. Did you hear what I said, monkey? Did you hear what I said, you tree sloth? Did you hear what I said? Hey, Drew, I noticed that, you always talk about the PBC. And, you always seems like you're attacking the PBC. Goddamn right. Because here's the deal. What happened to Deontay Wilder happened on the PBC's watch. Y'all heard me say that a million times. And if you never heard me say it, let me reiterate it. What happened to Deontay Wilder happened on the PBC's watch. Who the hell was in charge? Was anyone there to say, hey, man, you giving this guy a chance? Do you know about this guy? Deontay Wilder's mistake was going into this thing thinking that everybody, it was about the sport of boxing. And boxers was a brotherhood. You were supposed to help your fellow boxer eat. He got that fat Mick, yeah, I said it, up off the goddamn couch. His only crime was giving him a payday. And when he was trying to give him a payday, everyone said, oh, Deontay, he's cherry picking. Tyson hasn't had a fight in years. That's his fault. You said it was a cherry pick. He said, yo, I'm giving him an opportunity to get money. He needed it. And by the way, had AJ, the monkey standing right, the monkey over the O, I put him there for a reason, making the face. He don't look like that when Deontay's in his presence. I have it on good authority that that's the truth. Spun the kid looked like he about to fucking cry when Deontay walked through that door. Had AJ and Eddie Hearn do what they were supposed to do, there would be no goddamn Tyson Fury. I promise you that. Had Eddie Hearn allow AJ's career to happen organically, King Kong Ortiz would have knocked the shit out of AJ and there'd be no unified champion over there. How about that? See what these cats did? Y'all don't pay attention. Because when I gets to preaching, and y'all be like, oh, that's too much. All right, well, debunk everything I'm saying. The show just started. Debunk it. The media does a great job of putting the fuck to us, y'all. And you knuckle drag. You see, you know what it is, man? You kids talking and you got all these big opinions. I know who you are. Your mother had ADD growing up. Your mother was on Ritalin and Prozac. Your mother had a short attention span. You were the product of women who think in a career is being a brand ambassador, AKA showing your goods online. That's your parents, man. And a bulk of you don't even know who your daddy is, and if you do, you don't have no relationship with him. Because you was a mistake. And all of this is relevant. So if you're a mistake from a smart mom's and you're the product of one night and your pops was just having a good time and he ain't signed up to be a dad, but you know who he is, but he ain't around like that, so now you got an issue, which is why you paint your fingernails black. How am I supposed to have a conversation about you, about something real that's going on, when you got something going on in your life that's unresolved? You're distracted going through life. You never went and got help. And I see a lot of black sisters talking about, black people don't need therapy. Bullshit. Y'all hoes is crazy. Every time I turn on the goddamn internet, y'all doing something crazy. I just got out of bed, went to my gram. I see an Instagram post, 4 women videoing on Facebook Live right before doing 116 miles an hour, drinking some alcohol before they flipped their car, and all 4 of them got ejected from the goddamn vehicle. How do you explain that? You don't. It's 2025. Listen, I grew up, Nancy Reagan had mad mothers against driving drunk drivers. Because in the 80s, there was like an insane amount of car accidents. And that was Nancy Reagan's thing. But wait a minute. You don't know not to drink and drive now? Shout out to my queens. Shout out to the internet. Y'all are recording your crimes. Drew, what does that have to do with boxing? Because these are the same cats. You crash it in your vehicles and you come to our chats crashing out and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're emotionally driven. Hey, I like this fighter. For whatever reason, he lives up the block for me, or everyone else is rooting for him, so I'm a front runner. Or you, as a man, just think he's sexy.
What are you, a homo?
Probably. Bernard Gilbert with that super sticker, salute to you. Appreciate that. That's what I'm saying. You guys got to know what you're dealing with here. You don't qualify to talk to me. Drew, why don't you do debates? You hear what the fuck's going on. Sidebar. I listened to BFTB. I was at work. I listened to him a little bit yesterday. Bro. Did y'all hear that? BF just hung in the back and just let them talk. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? BF was cracking up. I'm listening to this like, what is happening? And I just mentioned in the chat, hey, Drew, why don't you do debates? Exhibit A. You see what I mean? When I was on this panel the other week, that same kid backstage, oh, Drew, I debate you. I body bag you, beach nigga. Michael Blackson sounding ass. Beach nigga. I body you. I bag you. I body bag you. I bag the body. Everybody beg you, beach nigga. Why would I want to talk to a kid that talks like that? Why? Please explain. No, rhetorical question. You got to evolve. My channel can't remain the same. I have to like grow. There's certain things that I do that I don't do anymore. There's some comedic value to what I do here. That's not going to change. But there is a such thing as your content maturing. I'll give you an example. The Jay-Z that y'all know today is not the Jay-Z that I grew up listening to. I've been listening to Jay-Z before a lot of y'all were born. The first time I heard Jay-Z was 1988, y'all. Realistically, Jay-Z had to dumb his style down so y'all can get it. The realest lyric he wrote as he was maturing as an artist, he said, and I don't wear jerseys, I'm 30 plus. Give me a crisp pair of jeans and a button up. I said, yeah, he's maturing. We got gray on our face now. I don't know if he's dyeing that hair that he has. I don't know. But imagine if he was still walking around Marcy Projects. Imagine if he was still wearing jerseys or whatever these kids is wearing now. Imagine if he put out an album every year and it had this new sound and he started rhyming and rhyming like that. It's like, bro, if I'm almost 50, Jay got to be almost 60. You got to grow up. And there's just certain things I don't do. As a content creator, I tell y'all, your block game got to be strong. One fool came in here, you block him, you're done. Done. And getting online just to argue with a bunch of people that, you know, you're never going to prove a point to that kid because he's a kid. So why would I want to talk to him? BF let that kid be vulgar and profane and cuss people out. I swear to God, I must have listened to it for 30 minutes. And I say, oh my God, I've learned nothing from that guy. I've learned nothing. I've learned nothing. Between him never making a point and being profane, I've learned nothing. It was comic relief. It made for great. It was great. I said, listen, this is crazy. And you just say, you cats, now I'm gonna call y'all out now. Y'all love boxing, right? When the sensei does a show every Sunday, do y'all call his show? Only a handful of people do. Sensei does a show every Friday night chop session. He'll be on tonight. Y'all go to his chat to listen to some boxing. And this is why I don't do debates. Jerry Springer had brilliant ratings. Why? Not because he was trying to solve a problem on that goddamn stage. People want to see people fighting and throwing cakes at each other with wedding outfits on. It was dysfunctional. There's a place for it, just not this channel. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not cutting anybody down. I'm just saying there's a place for it. Just not here. Just not here. It can be entertaining. When you get a real debate, when you have BF talking to somebody and they're trying to make a point, that is great. But that other cat, David T. Sane, he's crazy. I want to talk to him. For what? For what? And I don't do that. I don't do that here. Yeah, Darius, that's the word. It was chaotic. I can't function like that. It's ridiculous. But then these same cats, oh, I love boxing. Yeah, I don't see you in Stormy B Man's chat. He's talking boxing. He be cooking. But I know. Some of you cats, and I'm not saying all of you, I'm saying some of you cats, that's why we call him the sensei, because it's literally like going to sit into a classroom. It's literally like sitting in a classroom. And y'all, back to the ADD thing. Y'all are products of parents that had ADD in class. So now y'all have it. Y'all can't sit still for 2 minutes, but you love boxing. Crazy stuff. Eric Jordan back in that cash ad, man. Salute, brother. He says, Miguel Clap Day, musty T the bussy, all the way out.
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
He said even Miguel got Bukaki.
Bukaki.
My brother Mansa Musa. I got you, brother.
Good night.
Hey, where is Victor? I'm getting worried. Lamar Roach went upside his head and Victor vanished. He just vanished. See what I mean? Told y'all, man, Tank ain't got no real fans. And guess what? When the real ones start telling the truth, they're going to flip on them. Oh, you were never a fan. That's why I never trusted you. I'm unsubbing. See? Happens all the time. But let them deal with it. Back to my brother Deontay. I'm never going to let you knuckle draggers forget. Y'all not living this down. Let's do something. I'm going to play an old video for y'all. Y'all may have forgotten about, but I'm not going to let you forget because it's unforgiving. Wilder Fury 2. We all know the padding was removed from the gloves because why? Tyson Fury has done it before. We all know that the man was drugged. Why? We have proof. I'm going to play the proof for you. But all we said was Mauricio Sillyman. Mauricio, you asshole, just get the damn gloves and look at the gloves. Get the gloves. When we were talking about the gloves, we saw the pictures. Right? You remember the photographer re-released the pictures because people took his original pictures and tried to say that they were photoshopped. And then he re-released the pictures. It was like, no, they were not. I did this right here. Remember that? All we said was, Mauricio, just get the gloves, show an effort. He didn't do it. People were telling me, hey, man, why would he do all of that? That's a lot. That's a lot. Why would he do all of that? And I said, well, he did it before. No, he didn't. Pay attention.
Hello, my name is Mauricio Sulaiman, Executive Secretary of the WBC. We would like to announce that we have begun an investigation regarding the situation that happened in a female championship fight last weekend in Mexico. The fight was between Juarez and Rigo Togo from Japan, and there was a situation in which the gloves were tampered with. The WBC is gathering all the reports from the supervisors from both camps, and we will have a hearing with Togo's management to have them explain exactly what transpired during that situation of the gloves. Here's the evidence. It is a critical and alarming situation because the so-called skinning of gloves things that happened for this fight. We are very concerned about this situation, and the WBC is gathering information regarding this happening not only in Mexico but other countries and other arenas. We are very concerned about the matter, and we will pay full attention to this situation, and we will inform accordingly of what happens after a hearing with Mr. Togo's manager. Thank you very much.
But your defending WBC champion, 10 title defenses, wasn't extended that same courtesy. All we asked him to do was to go look. He didn't do it. Didn't do it. Y'all remember Alejandro, her man ass, what she did to our sister, Franchon Cruz Dezern? All we said was, hey man, was Alejandra, was she drug tested? He went off on us, didn't he? Drew bullied her because she gay. I was like, well, it's obvious. That's her girlfriend right there. She has daughter. I said, we don't care about that. We asked her, was she drug tested? He took us all around the world. And then what did we find out? She popped dirty because she was trying to grow a penis. She was going through a sex change. So basically, according to the rules of life today, because y'all done reinvented what a male and female is, Alejandro was a man in the ring that night. Okay? Oops. And then took your time giving the belt back to Franchon Cruz Dezern. You took your time about it. Took you about a month, right? What about the Daniel Kinahan thing? Huh? What about that? Hey, man, you know this guy's a notorious cartel leader out of Ireland? This is a bad mofo. He's for real. He's street for real. I don't care what Interpol says. I don't care what you say, what Jules say. I judge him for what he do with boxing moving forward. Literally a week later, America put a $5 million bounty on his head, and by the way, he's still at large. And what was his response? I made a big mistake.
Whoa! What?
You think? You idiot. But let me bring it back to when I spoke to him on Fred's show. Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this? Oh, I'll get you.
Good evening.
Hey, what's up? Hello, Drew.
How you feel? To be honest, I had a bunch of questions, but I know I'm limited, so I'll just... You said you was in both locker rooms in both Fury versus Wilder fights. You was in both locker rooms, right? That must mean you witnessed the hand wraps.
No, I did not witness the hand wraps. I was in the locker rooms where they have inspectors that are with the fighters at all times.
I need y'all to pay attention. I need y'all to pay attention. What he just said was a contradiction to what he said that night. This is after Wilder Fury 2. What he said to me is a contradiction to what he told Sky Sports. That's why I clipped it and put it on this video. What he said was, it's ridiculous, Suleiman told Sky Sports. It's difficult to understand. I was present in both fights. I was in the dressing room in both fights, both Wilder and Fury's dressing room. This is what he said. One was in California, the other one was in Nevada. In both cases, there were at least 3 inspectors in each dressing room. I was there before and after the fight. I saw the hand wraps. I saw them with the gloves.
Okay, so you was in Fury's locker room, but you didn't see the.
I'm asking him that on purpose. I'm showing y'all why I don't debate, because realistically, it's too easy out here. I used to do this shit for a living, but go ahead and just watch this.
You didn't see the hand wraps at all?
No, I visited both locker rooms. I do that in every title fight. I go with the challenger, go with the champion, wish them luck. Sometimes I go 2-3 times before the fight.
I'm highlighting what he said so y'all can read it.
So what I have said constantly is that I went to the locker rooms, and if you were to visit a locker room, you would see how many inspectors are in a room for a title fight.
I've actually seen it. I've seen video. I'm good friends with Tay Jones, and he shared cell phone videos, and I didn't see you.
Boom. Now, why do you think I know that? I just told you. Tay sent me video. He said that nigga was not there to see no hand wraps. That's what the conversation is. He's saying that it's impossible to cheat because of the inspectors, and he was there. Tay said that nigga wasn't there to see no hand wraps. I said, word? He said he was not there. He didn't see the hand wraps. He didn't see us put on the gloves. But let's get to it.
So I was asking, you was in both locker rooms, so you didn't see the actual hand wraps, and you didn't see who put on whose gloves. Because the reason why I'm asking is because I'm sure, you've heard of Glovegate.
Now look, he said I was there before and after the fight. I saw the hand wraps. I saw them with the gloves. You see that? That's what he said. That's a quote from Sky Sports. That's what he told Sky Sports.
And the allegations about Tyson Fury's gloves, and it's interesting. Ricky brought up the Togo situation, and I'm glad you answered that question, because things are different with jurisdictions, and I'm glad, because I didn't know that. So I just learned something. Thank you very much. However, before I get out of here, what was the outcome with Togo? And
the boxing commission had the gloves, and they confiscated the gloves, and they researched, and there was no padding. There were.
Wow. So the commission got a hold of the gloves. They confiscated the gloves. They found that there was no padding, and there was removal of the product inside the gloves. This is what he's telling me.
It's the removal of the product of the hair on the Reyes gloves. That's what actually happened, and the commission presented that protest to the WBC, and they had all the evidence.
You see what they did with lobotomy? The commissions worked with her, and they contacted the WBC, and the WBC did its job. Do y'all even know who lobotomy is? But this is Deontay Wilder on defense number 10. Your American heavyweight champion, and he does not get the same courtesy. Look at what they did for that little lady, and think about what they didn't do for Deontay. Now listen to this guy.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna get out of here, Fred. Where's Fury's gloves right now?
Where's his gloves right now? Now watch this.
They inspected?
I'm sorry?
Fury's gloves. Were they inspected?
Now look at my face.
Yeah, I'm sure I don't know if the boxing commission has the gloves or who has the gloves.
He don't know. He don't know who has the damn gloves. Ask him a simple question. Were the gloves inspected? Because they did it for lobotomy. Did they do the same thing for our brother Deontay? And he don't know.
but the gloves are inspected.
Look at my face. I almost blacked out right here. That's how I know I'm maturing. Because I was ready to call them all kinds of motherfuckers. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I'm proud of myself. But watch what I tell them.
That prior, during, and after the bout in every jurisdiction.
So you don't know where the gloves are?
No.
He don't know where the gloves are. How the fuck do I know where the gloves are? He don't. Watch this.
I know where they are.
Where?
In Sugar Hill's house. He told us.
I swear to God, Sugar Hill said that shit.
Go!
He told that to Fred on the same show with the gloves. Oh, I got them in my house. This was later. I just told you where the gloves are, nigga. Go get the gloves.
Go have a look at it.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Appreciate it. You too.
This is what the man said. I was in the ring when they came into the ring, and I was sitting right there during the fight. At no moment in either fight, I saw anything that would look suspicious whatsoever. Pause. So he didn't see this? That's the first fight. He didn't see this? Okay. If he didn't see it, he didn't see it. After the fight, they take off the gloves. They are handed to the commission. It's very sad because to try and take away from something, from a huge, I'm reading how it's written, from a huge victory, one of the greatest nights in sport in the century, to try and put a blemish on that event is so irresponsible and so stupid. But Labarbi got cheated, and you was on it. You didn't even want to go get the fucking gloves. You're American champion, y'all. That's how they treated him. See what I mean? There you go. See what I mean? Eric Jordan back in that super chat, he said, this is one of Miguel's 304, bro, taking Bukaki to the face. Yeah, they discussed
Bukaki.
Now, all of you D-blowers, I just gave you evidence. I'm not just sitting here screaming in my crib. That's the evidence right there. And this guy has a track record of being wrong. Alejandro Jimenez. The way he handled the Rio Togo versus Labarbi fight with gloves. The way he worked with the commissions with that. He called us stupid when we asked about Alejandro Jimenez. He called us stupid. He sure did. How'd that work out? We told him about Daniel Kinahan. He called us stupid. He called Interpol stupid. And a week later, bounty on his head. And he's like, oops. So this man's been wrong several times. Several. This is the man that gave you the franchise status. Canelo, it's time for you to fight Mal Charlo. We're like, ooh, this is going to be a good one. Nope. Well, why? Franchise. What's that? It is a special privilege. You can go up and down in weight. But you can't be franchise and regular WBC champion. Okay, so what does this mean? It means the franchise status is a privilege and it cannot be transferred. Okay, so what does that mean with him and Jamal? It means Canelo accepted the franchise status and he never fought Jamal Charlo. And y'all sat there and let that shit happen. And the only people asking what the hell's going on, it seemed like the black fans. And that's when the Mexican fans jumped up and was like, oh, Canelo do what he want. Canelo can do what he want. He face up boxing. Canelo do what he want, Holmes. Word. Okay, so he can duck. That's what you're saying, because that's what this was. Canelo do what he want. You just mad. You black like this. Now you black too. No, but you black like this. I was here for all of it. I'm like, oh my God, all I want is the best competition to fight each other. What is this race shit? Y'all don't remember that? Or were y'all here for that? I remember it like it was yesterday. Franchise. That's Suleiman with his bullshit. He did that. Then when it was time for Lomachenko to fight Devin Haney, franchise. And instead of holding his feet to the flame, what did you do? Oh, Devin's the email champion. Excuse me? That little nigga out of Mellow Yellow out of Baltimore. He's the email champion. Baltimore. Well, nigga, how'd you get that WBA belt? Whoa! You damn sure ain't fight for it. Where's the lie? Where's the lie? If an email champion means you got a hold of a belt that you didn't fight for, cool. That means Mellow Yellow's WBA strap is an email. You see why you're not supposed to say shit? And by the way, no one uses that term anymore. It was around for a blink of an eye to discredit one fighter because no one uses that anymore. Because when you go down in history, there's a lot of fighters that got belts that they didn't fight for because somebody vacated it. Stop it. Oh, yeah, the Diesel? Yeah. Tay called me after that. He called me up panting over the phone. Yo, bro, guess what, bro? What happened? He said, yo, they tried to do it again, man. And he sent me the pictures of the cut gloves. I did a video right there in Vegas. I said, oh, shit. Y'all let him get away with it. Y'all let these dudes get away with it. That's why I'm looking at the Devin Haney situation. I'm like, man, history is not even wasting time repeating itself. Normally, it takes about a decade. I said, they just did this to Wilder 3 years ago. And now they're doing it to Devin. Like, they're not wasting no time. They're doing it in our face. Straight in your face, no filter. Because they know you niggas don't stand on no business. They know that. What happened to all the black Tyson Fury fans in America? Where'd they go? What happened to all the black Anthony Joshua fans in America? Where'd they go? I had niggas on Facebook talking about, oh, I'm telling you, man, Anthony Joshua's cut from the same cloth as Lennox Lewis. I said, you need to slow all the way down to a halt. You need to stop moving. Forget slow down. You need to stop moving. You're bugging. This kid ain't do shit yet. I don't care if you like how he look. You're putting a cape on him that he don't need to be. Just because you put on Superman's cape don't mean you could jump off the building and fly, nigga. You're not Kryptonian. What I'm saying is real. Just like God is real. Shout out to you atheists. I'm not hating on you. But the dumbest shit anyone could say to me is, yo, man, how do you believe in something you can't see? God's not real. It's just life. You can't see him. Everyone be praising these people. And how do you know that Jesus, I heard Jesus was black and they got that white man and blah, blah, blah. I say, yeah, that's systematic racism. I get it. But God's not real because you can't see him? Guess what? Go up to the highest building in your city and jump off that motherfucker. Go ahead. Why would I do that? I'm proving the point. What's your point? What? God ain't gonna save me? No. God has mercy on the stupid. If you do what I'm telling you to do, that'd be stupid. Why? You jump off the building, there's something called gravity. If you jump, and that's science, forget religion, that's science. You jump off, and the velocity pulling you down towards the core of the earth, you're gonna explode when you hit the goddamn ground, depending on how high the building is. What's your point? Tell me, how does gravity look? Go! Please shut up. Please shut up. Mr. Shelton in that super chat. Mayate! That was the first time I heard it. I was like, damn, what's a Mayate? Damn, that's what they call us? Sheesh. And we hijacked that. Mayate! Man, please, stop it. Deontay's crime is working hard. That's his crime. Deontay's crime was having skinny legs. Deontay's crime was having the power of God in the right hand. Deontay's crime was being 6'7". Deontay's crime was being born in America, in Alabama. That's his crime. That's his crime. Think about what I'm saying. Deontay's crime is getting into boxing because he couldn't take care of his daughter on a regular job. That's his crime, y'all. Last I fucking checked, that's the American dream. He had physical gifts. Instead of supporting this brother, what did we do? Never mind the fact that he's black. America, instead of supporting this American fighter who was the only boxer that got a medal that year, y'all cut him down. And y'all look towards King Kong Bundy looking ass, cheating, coke sniffing Tyson Fury, who's friends with an Irish gangster. And y'all accepted that over this. Tyson Fury can't come to America because he was wrapped up with Daniel Kennedy. Ask me how many times ESPN has mentioned that. And I'll ask you again, where are all the American Tyson Fury fans? What happened to y'all? Where'd y'all go? There's only one Tyson Fury. All y'all niggas are gone. I said, hey man, he got a fight coming up against Francis Ngannou. Oh, he does? Really, man? Where's all the American Anthony Joshua fans? Man, boxing fans in America, y'all are so goddamn dumb. He came to an NBA playoff game and Reggie Miller called him Anthony Johnson. Anthony Johnson! That's what he called him. Boy, I saw that live. I cracked up. I said, oh my God, don't nobody. Y'all remember Eddie Hearn on Park Avenue in my city, just stopping random white folk talking about, hey, excuse me, have you heard of Deontay Wilder? Have you ever heard? Man, shut up. They don't even know who the fuck you are. They're only stopping because you're in Midtown Manhattan, you're white with a British accent. Take that shit anywhere 96th Street in Uptown. You don't get robbed out of your socks. That's the hood. If you ever been to New York, 96th Street in downtown, that's I'll say it's safe. 96th Street in Uptown is basically Harlem. And it's getting gentrified, but I'm making a point. You stopping random white folk. They don't know who AJ is either. That was when he was trying to beat y'all in the head and tell you that Anthony Joshua was this worldwide star. It wasn't true. Finish the question. Say, do you know who Anthony Joshua is? They looked at you just as strange. And he's lucky, because at that time, I could have been walking down that block. He's lucky I wasn't walking down that block. Because they didn't even stop the camera. He's asking too many questions. No, don't walk away. You remember when Tom Cruise, that reporter cranked, he pranked Tom Cruise and sprayed him in the face with the water gun? That would have been me. I'd be like, no, don't walk away. You asked me if I know who Deontay Wilder is. I'm telling you yes. Yeah, but how's that DAZN thing going, Eddie? How's that? Is it true that you got $1 billion budget for DAZN? Why is the focus on the PBC fighters, Eddie, and not the top-ranked fighters? Why did you try and sign Deontay Wilder to a $100 million deal and didn't include Anthony Joshua? Why didn't you fight King Kong Ortiz when you had him? He'd have been like, stop the camera. Stop. Who are you? Stop the camera. Yeah, I just know boxing. I have questions. I just want you, I want to hear your answers. Proceed. I was the only person at the presser, not this past one, at the Haney and Ryan Garcia presser. I asked him, what have you learned since working in America? He said, that's a good question. I know it is. Because he's failed forward. There's a lot of things he didn't know when he came over here. Now he's learned a bit. I just want to see what he had to say. Jason Bourne, salute to you, heavy in that that super chat, salute. He says, we need authentic alternative boxing media like yours and others to do its own annual pound for pound list. We do things like that, brother. We do things like that. Yeah. I mean, pound for pound, that term has been lost in the shuffle. It has different meanings. And like I said, there's, for example, Bud, just because you're a fighter doesn't mean you know shit. You know what I mean? Bud put Usyk on the pound for pound list. No, I'm sorry. He said his top 5 fighters, if I'm not mistaken. It wasn't a pound for pound list. He said top fighters, and he had Usyk on there. All right, cool. But some of these fighters will have a pound for pound list and throw a bunch of heavyweights on there. And in my opinion, a real pound for pound list ain't supposed to have no heavyweights on it. Just do the research. I ain't gonna get into all of that. There's a reason why heavyweights are not supposed to be on the pound for pound list. Everything below heavyweight is supposed to be compared to the heavyweight champion of the world. And it's difficult when there's not one face, one name. Something else that Deontay was trying to do, and they were so close that Eddie Hearn got in the middle of that shit. And you niggas in America let him do it. You niggas in America let him do it. You did it. Y'all did this. Exactly, Queen Shower. Champ Side been doing a good one for a long time. Salute to Champ Side. Eric Jordan back in that super chat. Much love. He said the worldwide star AJ with Night Night.
Good night.
Coach said I need Bud, Keyshawn, Shakur to be PR trained by an unapologetically black media personnel. You know what? They won't accept it. They won't accept it. Bud got a chip on his shoulder. He don't want to be told what to do. Keyshawn, they don't need no daddy. So I'll be damned if they let a man sit them down and explain it to him. Because I'm going to tell you right now, they're not going to respect no woman talking to them. Bud's mama told him that he wasn't going to be shit. So he's not going to take no advice from a woman. He'll hear it in one ear, right out the other, and do his own thing. Keyshawn respect his mama. But, he's salty. He won't listen to no man. He said, we don't need that. Y'all remember? Yo, we fathers, we don't need that. I was like, damn, bro. And Shakur, please. A lot of these guys be, Mark, what up? A lot of these guys be just walking contradictions. So I just let them talk and they fall in their own sword eventually. And I'm not wishing harm on anybody. I'm just saying I've seen this done hundreds of thousands of times. So there's some comedic value, but there's also a message when I do these memes every morning. And I said, I want to talk about, because Deontay's coming back and I support him forever. Right? And I said, you know what? I thought of that movie. I said, what's the name of that Clint Eastwood movie? Unforgiven. I said, that's perfect. Because there's a bunch of people that is unforgiven in this. It's Bob Arum, Mauricio Suleiman, Daniel Kinahan, Tyson Fury, Eddie Hearn, Anthony Joshua. And I was being nice by not putting Al Heyman's face on here. I was being nice by not putting Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s name on here. You know, and shout out to the brother Jason Black. He asked me the question. He said, well, he asked the question, but I think he asked the question before he let me onto his panel. Because he heard that Floyd Mayweather offered a helping hand to Deontay. And I didn't want to address that because that's a whole other thing in itself. What Jason didn't understand is Floyd Mayweather's a hater. Floyd Mayweather's a hater. And he wasn't offering his hand in solidarity to Deontay. He wasn't offering his help at all. Because if he really cared about what Deontay Wilder was trying to accomplish, he'd have been in contact with him a long time ago. He'd have made friends with him a long time ago. He never did it. He never did it. He waited till after the first fight. And if I'm not mistaken, didn't he say that Fury won the first fight? He didn't offer a helping hand until after the second fight, I believe. And all before that, he was in there talking shit about him. He didn't offer a helping hand after the first Ortiz fight, after the second Ortiz fight. He want to swoop in after a dude has some trouble and then act like he's playing Captain Saberho. No, you're not, bro. You're not thorough. And like I said, the world ain't wasting no time. That's how I know we in the last days. We've seen this before. How many times you heard me say we've seen this shit before? He did the same shit to who? Devin Haney. After the Ryan Garcia shit, now he want to call Bill from a ghost account. Oh, you look like you needed my help that night? You supposed to come in and save shit after you ruined it? Man, you was just taking Ryan Garcia out. You put a gold chain on your girlfriend and took him shopping. You tried to kill the fight in the first place and get him to fight Rolly Romero. I didn't forget that, Floyd. And first Ryan said, nah, you don't sell enough, Devin. And then he doubled back and said, no, I want the fight. Y'all forgot that? I didn't forget that. And then he comes in overweight. And we looking at you. How did you get involved in that, Floyd? And then when you was asked about it, Floyd. Matter of fact, see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. I did a short. Did a short about it. Because his dumb ass was asked about it. He started talking about lawsuits. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here we go. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's up? Here we go. Remember this?
Ryan, or tell Ryan he should come in 3 pounds overweight.
Well, with me on here with you guys right now, I believe that they're going with the New York Commission. There's huge problems with the WBC, the New York Commission, and certain things I can't speak on, because I'll fuck around and get a lawsuit. So I have to be very, very careful with speaking about certain situations.
Right.
I believe that they're going with the New York Commission. There's huge problems with the WBC, the New York Commission, and certain things, I can't speak on, because I'll fuck around and get a lawsuit. So I have to be very, very careful with speaking about certain situations.
Right. Help Ryan.
Hey, guess what? That nigga never said no. Did you tell Ryan to go in overweight? No. You see, when I say things like word salad, that's what I'm talking about. He walked them around the block. I couldn't have been sitting there. I'd have been like, wait, Floyd. Either you did or you didn't. Yes or no? Yes or no? He never said no. Waffle, salute. He never said no. Floyd been a hater, man. Thank you, Waffles. He said Andre Ward lost the first Kovalev fight. He's been like this. He's a fucking hater. And when you get niggas like him, and salute Thomas, you're right, I was gonna go there. Get niggas like him in the ranks, get niggas like Bernard Hopkins in the ranks. You got motherfuckers like Al Heyman just sitting there, not even, you behind the scenes and you did a great thing, but you can't crack the whip and say, yo, hold on. Don't let that happen. I come home after Wilder Fury 2, and who do I see on the post-fight? Larry fucking Merchant. I'm like, who the fuck let him in the house? That's the PBC, y'all. And I said, man, who the fuck is asleep at the wheel? And I knew there was something wrong there. So when motherfuckers asked me about Al Heyman, hey, man, look at that. All of this happened on the PBC's watch. All of it. I could do a whole show about how much of a hater Floyd is. I just said, some of these athletes are so blessed, they worry about the wrong shit that they don't even count their own blessings. Floyd don't want anyone shining alongside of him. He didn't want Devin surpassing him, but he already did. That's why the Ryan Garcia fight was so important to him. He didn't call up Bill to say, yo, y'all good? Y'all need some help? Let me come through. They could have did that behind the scenes. Why the fuck did he have to call him on Instagram? Think about what I'm saying. Why did Floyd need an audience for that? And he sound like an asshole. Hell no, he didn't want to help Deontay. He just want his name in front of every goddamn thing. Like Donald Trump. He just want his name on that building. Put his name on that piece of property. Because it looks good. I done seen 1,000 niggas like Floyd. They ain't shit. John's son, exactly. It's disingenuous. That's the word. It's disingenuous. Floyd been a hater. Floyd's the type of dude, you'll go into the gym to get a good workout on, and you'll just walk in with your girl or your wife or whatever, and she's just sitting there supporting, like holding your water and just sitting there watching you train, and he'll fucking go in the back and come out and start hitting the bag with shades on and a $10,000 chain around his neck and start talking about his investments out loud in front of your girl. Meanwhile, Floyd's a midget. Well, to me, he is. And there's nothing he can do about that. Because in his mind, he wanted to be a heavyweight champion of the world. Look, blame your dad. Blame your dad. But where you lacked in height and stature, you wanted to be a big old NFL lineman looking dude, you made up for in character, and I'm talking about character and building your brand, and skill set in the ring. And you're not counting your blessings, you stupid ass. You're a millionaire. What are you doing getting into it with a baby mama to the point where you got to flee the property and hopping over a fence and getting arrested for something that you partially didn't do what you was accused of? I know that. But what are you doing getting involved in that shit? Dummy. To Mellow Yellow fans, it was all fun and games when he was doing that to Bill, but it wasn't funny when he flipped on Tank. You saw that coming. What was he doing announcing a fight on the same weekend that Tank was fighting? Y'all forgot this stuff? And why am I bringing this up? All of this dysfunction amongst black athletes and black fans, that gave them room to do whatever the fuck they wanted to do to Deontay Wilder. And it's unforgiving. I don't trust you knuckle draggers. I don't like you nickel draggers. Steve L, salute. I don't like you nickel, you niggas. I don't like you knuckle draggers. I don't trust you knuckle draggers. I can't stand you. I hate all of you. I just need you away from me. Yeah, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Can't stand y'all. Ryan Garcia can admit that he was on shrooms when he went on this tirade and nobody said anything. He said it straight to the camera. I have it on video. It's a 12-minute video on my goddamn channel. He said it straight to the public and y'all didn't say anything. They didn't say anything. We're lost, man. That's why I don't make time. Man, you niggas don't qualify, man. I swear to God. Coach says, Coach said, wait, hold on. Oh, it jumped on me. Coach says, brother, when you get a chance, check out my video. I did it. Let me know what to work on, taking your advice, starting. Oh, okay, great. As a matter of fact, y'all go ahead and subscribe to Coach Hudson, please. I got your channel pulled up right here. I got you. As soon as I end this live, I'm going to watch it. As a matter of fact, I got 3 channels, and I'm subscribing to them on all 3 of them right now. Boom. It's 1. Y'all go subscribe. Click on his name. And y'all go subscribe to Coach Hudson right now. This brother's on it. There you go. 3 new subs. You 3 subs up right now. It's called support, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we do. I want anybody, everybody, any and everybody that fucks with me and y'all content creators, I want y'all to make hundreds of thousands of dollars. on his YouTube thing because there's enough out here to get it. I'm not a content hater. I'm a content creator. And I'm going to tell you something. All my brothers, I learn from everybody. I'm not better than anybody. Anytime I watch The Usual Suspects, 503 say some shit, I'm like, yo. Cadillac Red say something. You know what I mean? Acker say something. Y'all know Oddfella be on it. You know what I mean? KG will say something. I'm like, yo, TD Harden, what up? Shower will be cooking. Y'all make sure I go subscribe to the Queen. Because I'm telling you right now, we all we got. For years. Shade Girl, salute. For years, we had to listen. We didn't have a choice. We were reduced to having these conversations in the barbershops. But now, these athletes have opened up their doors to us. Some of them, they can't. When we reach out to them, they'll reach back out to us. Some of them give us their time because they feel they're not being treated fairly. They feel they're not being heard properly. And then you realize guys that are on an official payroll, like the Mike Cappingers of the world and the Dan Raphaels and the Steve Kung Fu Kims, we're being lied to. You're being lied to. You feel me? And when you try, let me say this, man. Hold on, let me see if I can put this up real quick. Let's see if I can put this up real fast. I want to show y'all something. Because I'm talking about Negroes, right? I'm talking about Negroes, and there's no code or nothing. Let me give y'all a little story. I was going to do a video about this cat, but I'm not going to waste my time. I'll put this one up because my original comment, YouTube ain't let it fly. YouTube does that. When someone says something crazy and I respond, what YouTube does is they don't put up the original comment, but I screenshot it before I upload it, and that's okay. Let me take a moment to show y'all something. This was on my Bud video yesterday. Look who commented on that. Do y'all know who that is? Y'all know who that guy is? Some of you been around. Some of you don't know. This is his new channel. But idiot, YouTube put your name up there, stupid. Do y'all know who Ronald Finkley is? Do y'all know this dude? I was going to dedicate a video to him, and it was going to be so thorough, I was going to put it on my Patreon. But you know what? I'm going to give him his 2 seconds of funk right now because I know he's watching. Ronald, I left you alone from when you first started acting up. And this was a few years ago, bro. All right. This was on my Bud video yesterday. Did I disrespect Bud? No. I was saying I was disappointed in his behavior, and Bud is better than that. I said that Bud is the baddest boxer on planet Earth. I gave him all the credit in the world. I actually went to his fights. I've been to 2 of them. Bought the pay-per-views and actually showed up. This dude, Ronald, don't even leave his house. But let me tell you about this dude, Ronald Finkley. And this has everything to do with what I'm talking about this morning. Now, I'm minding my business. I did a great live, right? So Ronald Finkley, whom I didn't even know he was still alive, he's taking a personal shot at me over Errol losing. I wasn't in the ring. So now he's taking a personal shot at me and the LDBC. And then he bigs up that nappy-headed Smurf over there that came to New York and was scared to leave his goddamn room. And when he did leave, he checked out the whole hotel. I know, trust me. What this dude did, because he used to roll with us. What this dude did was when he was released, when he got his walking papers, and we did it in silence, nobody dragged him. I didn't. Nobody dragged him. This was the first nigga to get kicked out of the LDBC, and I'm gonna tell you why. I mean, since we being messy, right? You want to be messy? Let's be messy. And shout out to the nappy-headed Smurf and everybody else that has this guy running around your chest, because I'm gonna tell you who you have in there. Ronald Finkley was a familiar face on all these boxing channels. He was around before there was an official LDBC. He was wrenched everywhere. He was a moderator everywhere. On Ego's channel, he's probably still wrenched. And, you know, he got cool. 78 forms the LDBC, he was there. Y'all want to know why this dude got kicked out? I swear to God, Ronald, you should have left me alone, bro. You should have left me alone. You want to know why this nigga got kicked out? He made a pass at 3 different LDBC members. You heard me, right? That's a man. He made a pass at 3 different LDBC members. The last person he made a pass at was 78. So when 78 tells you that these dudes be homosexual and attracted to him, this is where it comes from. Swear to God. I'm not kidding. I'm not making, this is not a joke. I'm not kidding. Now, this is going on how many years ago? Is Mr. Shelton in the chat? This is about 6 years ago now, right? JC in the building, salute. I'm not lying on this. Some of you were here for it. Most of you were not. I'm not making this up. There's history behind when we say things. There's history behind it. If this guy's in your chat, this is what he represents. Let me tell you what happened. One night, 1 in the morning, I'm not kidding. 1 in the morning, me and my wife is just up. I ain't got to go to work the next day. You know how you sitting in your bed? I got a king-size bed. We're Netflix and chilling. Got my wife in my arm or whatever. My goddamn text buzzes at 1 in the morning. I'm like, who's this? Now, it could be anybody, but normally, my boys, they in bed or they with their ladies. You're not texting me at 1 in the morning unless it's an emergency. You're not calling me at 1 in the morning unless it's an emergency. When your phone rings at an ungodly hour, you're hoping it's not an emergency. I check the text. I ain't got nothing to hide from my wife. I check it. It's Ronald. Yes, he had my phone number. I said, oh, what Ronald want? And thank God that I had the phone in my right hand and my wife was actually reaching over on a nightstand to do something. I open up the text. It's a picture of Ronald staring at the picture with no shirt on, and he got the nigger naps on his chest. I'm like, what the fuck? So I close it, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? So I responded like, LOL? What the fuck? What are you know? And then he texts me back, what up? I'm like, yo, yeah, I'm chilling with the wife. I forgot what I said, but I shut my phone off and I didn't say anything. But I was like, what the fuck was that? Come to find out, there's another brother. I forgot. There's another brother. Now, here's how you know it's real. Because when the LDBC was in its infancy, most people stuck around. Some people didn't. You know, it didn't work out. Some people left and said, yeah, I'm just going to do my own thing. Some people, left and they had a problem. You know what I'm saying? But here's what's consistent. There are some cats. What is consistent is that they had the same issue with this nigga. And I forgot the brother's name. I gotta ask BF because the BF know who this dude is. He did a whole video on this dude because he sent them the same fucking picture. And I said, oh my God, is he? Guess what? You know how long ago this was? Fanon blew him up. He said, oh man, that dude's gay. What? Wait,
What?
Do y'all remember a dude named King Louie? Y'all remember King Louie? I personally never had a problem with him, but he had a problem with a few of my brothers, and you know, it is what it is. Last time I spoke to King Louie was during the pandemic, you know, and I hope everything's okay with him and everything else. But he got the same picture. He was like, what is this? Louie's the one that blew it up. He was like, oh, hell no. And I said, oh my God. And what does Drew do? What do you think I do? I'm behind the scenes telling everyone, relax, calm down. I know the nigga's slow. Let's not blow this out of proportion. Why do you think Drew Titan was doing that? Because no matter what, I want to keep shit in house, and I don't like it when black people fight amongst each other. I hate it. I hate it. But you can't keep that under wraps. And I backed out of it. But I'm telling you, it's true. I'm not lying about any of this, what I just told you. I left this dude alone. And you come to my comment section and you say this, and you quote that nappy-headed Smurf. So the nappy-headed Smurf allows you to run around his comment section. And here's the funny thing. This dude is bald-headed with a mustache. He looks like the character Bald Bull from Punch-Out. He looks just like him. And y'all ever seen Mr. Shelton go in my chat and he says, uck, uck, uck? Do y'all know what that is? Everything has a meaning here, y'all. And I'm bringing y'all up to speed. He was on Barbershop Conversations one day. And who's that other kid that be the other light-skinned kid? I forget his name. But he's a notorious hater, right? Fred put Ronald Finkley and I forget this other kid's name. Y'all know who I'm talking about, the light-skinned kid. And put them on there, and they got to arguing. So Ronald's talking, and there was something wrong with his internet connection. So his voice was going in and out. His screen was shaking. Yeah, H Money. Thank you, him. And please hear me out. I'm not even talking about H Money. But this happened. I'm telling you about something that happened. So H Money starts roasting him. I was watching that night. I said, damn. So H Money's roasting him. And Ronald's connection is messed up. And every time he kept trying to talk, it just kept sounding like, up. So I'm watching it in the screens, and he looks like Bald Bull. His head is bald, and he got the goddamn mustache, and his eyes is out his head, and he's looking up. And when his internet connection straightened out, all you heard was him say, I'll kill you! I'll kill you! And Fred said, damn it, and he took him off the street. You can't do death threats online like that. So he removed Ronald. He said his connection was bad anyway. Yo, I laughed so hard I fell out my goddamn computer chair. I'll kill you. So when you see Mr. Shelton put up in the comment section, that's what he means. Everything here has a meaning, y'all. See, y'all didn't even know that. Y'all don't even know about the legend of Ronald Finkley. And this is his new goddamn page. Yeah, Shawa, you ain't know that. That's where it came from. It was the funniest goddamn thing. And then after that, that's when niggas start getting, he starts sending pictures to niggas with his goddamn shirt off. Question to the sisters. Y'all like niggas with hair on their chest and it's nappy? You got the nigga naps in the back of your head and on his chest? Why are you sending me that? And I thought I was the only one. I said, you know what? I'm going to keep this under wraps. Come to find out it was everyone. And then one day, we was in the group chat. We had an old group chat. In 78, the general comes in there and starts typing in caps. He said, Ronald Finkley's done. And I'm like, uh-oh. I knew what he was going to say, but I said, I'm not going to forward any information. Let me see what he says. Guess what this nigga did? He was hitting up 78 like a little more than normal. He's hitting him in the DMs. He's trying to call him in the DMs because you can call people in DMs. And he was like, well, damn, what does this nigga want? And he didn't answer it. Then you know what he says to him? Ronald Finkley says to the general, what, you not feeling me?
What?
What? What? I'm not kidding. That happened. And the general got right on the DMs. He said, yo, Ronald's done. The nigga made a pass at him. Have you ever said to another man, yo, you not feeling me? Ronald, you should have left me alone, bro. I didn't say anything to you. I was done with you, bro. You ain't gonna call me no liar. Because we got all the witnesses, even the dudes that we don't deal with anymore, had the same interaction with you. I wish I could think of that brother's name, because the brother I think he fell out with somebody in the LDBC hard. But one thing is consistent, is that he had the same situation with you. Getting text with your picture with your shirt off. At an ungodly hour in the morning, dogs. You think I care what you have to say about my boxing opinion? And you trying to big up that nappy-headed smurf? Yeah, you go. You're correct. You stay in that nigga chat. Because you was thrown out of here. Because you was a pillow biter. You may as well start a channel, start doing content. Boxing heads of the world unite. That's what he used to say. I'll kill you. Bald bull looking ass. Nappy chest looking ass. I ain't got to do no video about this dude, but I told you I was going to get you. Now tell me I'm lying. Go ahead. And the dudes that gave you a wrench, because you ran, and that's another thing. You ran all the way to all the ops. And the ops watch me. They watch all of us. Now you know who's in your chat. Don't give them your phone number. Freedom's March. Salute to you, brother. Much love. And if you know, you know. Some of you were here for that. Most of you weren't. And that's Ronald Finkley. What, you not feeling me? That got him thrown out. That right there. 78 was typing in caps. Ronald Finkley's done. He's done. Black Fight Fan was like, oh, what happened? He didn't know. Had to tell him behind the scenes, yo, dude's gay. This is what he did. Scott said only boxing fans. Yeah, Steve, I know. But you see, I was trying to be civil. I just left him alone. I don't want to drag people. I don't like the prolonged beef. I don't like that. I like to leave it alone. All right, fine. I'll let you have the last word. I'll let this nigga have the last word. I'm good. Y'all thought the general was lying when he said, yo, these niggas be sexually attracted to him? This was the first nigga. This was one of the niggas probably saying, yo, man, you in the OnlyFans. How come you not in the film? Excuse me? You looking at the girls. Why do you want me to, what? Y'all remember the dude that came in here and said, yeah, no. That was when I was working with Fanon. Yo, Drew in there looking like Brian Pumper. I'm like, I don't know what's crazier. You calling me that dude, or the fact that you even know who that dude is? You know how I know who he is? When I used to bounce at these clubs back in the day, he walked in with some chicks and he had dog collars on him. I said, what the fuck is he doing? Oh, that's Brian Pumper. Who? Oh, he a porn dude. Oh, okay. Why do you know who he is? By name. And why are you calling me him? I mean, he's a buff dude, buff black dude. Okay, was that supposed to? Are you trying to roast me or are you bigging me up? Well, I don't understand. What are you doing? Y'all remember the dude that said, yo, Drew, man, you should do your lives with your shirt off. Excuse me? Excuse me? Now you wonder why I'm calling niggas gay? When a dude has a failing channel, but he got 50 videos about me? This is my response to Drew Titan. Nigga. He think he all big with those muscles. Well, I am big and I have muscles. But what the fuck is wrong with you? Why does that bother you? Is it really my boxing opinion? Or is it this? Is it my boxing opinion or is it that? What is it? Can you talk about me without making a steroid joke? Why not? Y'all niggas is gay. Y'all talking about Deontay's legs. I didn't know buff legs determines whether you like a fighter or not. I like Tank's tattoos. What the what? Drew, do a live stream with your shirt off. What? These are men. Men. BFTB, at the height of this AJ Wilder thing, dude started bombarding this chat talking about, oh, you know, I'm not going to say anything, but every time they say they're not going to say anything, they're going to say something. But AJ looks like he could really put a pounding on someone in the bedroom. He didn't say a woman. He said someone. He didn't say a woman. He said someone. And I'm reading this because I hear it in a British accent. I'm reading this like, oh my God. They just not helping themselves. And when BF gets emails like this, tell me who plays like this. As a man, do you play like this? Do you play like this? Okay. Because that's the reality. While I talk live, this is what Ronald Finkley and the trolls be doing. And I'm going to land the plane right there. So salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, Super Chat. All right. Yeah, Ego had Ronald Finkley in his chat with a wrench, dogs. All right. You understand? So yeah, so that's the type of time I'm on. This is who they like, y'all. Deontay Wilder's legs, but this right here, y'all. All right? You understand? You understand me? Whole time, this is me, though. I see y'all. I don't interfere. Go ahead and live your life. But I see you. What they did to Deontay Wilder's unforgiven. And I could have literally cooked on this for a whole other hour. But salute to the champ. He's back. I'm going to try and make it to Kansas City for that weekend. I'm going to try. You know what I mean? But glad to see him back. And I want what's best for him. I want what he wants. You know what I mean? And I wish him the best. Y'all have a good weekend. You know, I think the general's on, whatever, you know, but smash the like button, share the video, and y'all stay blessed, man. Look out for the Pep Talk premieres and go subscribe to the Patreon because it gets crazy over there. It's unfiltered. All right, I got to do all this content this weekend. But salute to y'all, and salute to Ronald Finkley. You pillow biter.
Move! Why are you gay? Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.